Hi friends, I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. How are you all doing today? We have all gone through a very intense month of May with so many retrogrades happening and then the full moon eclipse in Scorpio that happened. This lunar eclipse must have brought up a lot of shadows for everyone. I know it has been very difficult for myself also and for many people around me who have spoken to. It has been a very difficult week. So I hope you all have recovered. You are all feeling fine and much better as the energies have become lighter now since yesterday. You may still not be 100% okay, but there are many lessons that you have learned and we are all recovering and recuperating as Mercury is going retrograde while I speak today. So let us see what June is bringing for us. Trust me, there is not going to be any respite in this energy in the month of June because from 1st June, Mars will be transiting into the sign of Cancer, which is directly opposite to Capricorn. And remember, Saturn went retrograde on 23rd May, so it is bang opposite the retrograde Saturn. Cancer is a very watery and emotional sign, we all know that. It is also the sign of the home environment. And the fiery Mars, which is the divine masculine embodiment or the warrior embodiment, feels very debilitated or weak in the sign of Cancer. And opposite it, aspecting the retrograde Saturn, is also weakened because of its retrograde motion. So this month may feel like driving a car with the handbrakes on, not moving forward, dragging forward, pushing forward. Mars, the planet of passion and energy, is feeling very weak. Saturn, who's the disciplinarian, the karma planet, the strict teacher who pushes us to move forward, is also retrograde and weak. It will take a lot of motivation and a lot of strength to move forward at this time. Then we will have on June 10th the new moon, which will happen in Taurus in the Mrigashira Nakshatra. This will be a major solar eclipse when the Sun, Moon, and the Rahu are joined in the sign of Taurus. This will again create an environment of obstruction and obscurement and possible confusions. Mercury will be in its retrograde motion and it will be in the mix. It is going back into Taurus on 4th of June to enter this mix that is happening there. So we could all be experiencing a big feeling of instability, unexpected changes or events that may cause significant delays in our life or temporary stallings, or just our projects suddenly come to a stop, our relationships may come to a breakup or stop, no, our job may be in a limbo, our projects may be in a limbo if you were expecting a contract or order or a project, expect to face some delays in that. This is also not a good time to, during Mercury retrograde, to invest your money here and there. Be careful, be conservative about spending your money. The Sun will transit into the sign of Gemini on June 14th and it will remain there till July 16th. Gemini is the mental sign, the sign of thinking. So we may be thinking about the storms that have recently passed us or that have happened in our lives, the storms that are still brewing in our lives, in our job situations, in our projects, in our contracts, in our homes, in our relationships. Everything has been very stormy during the eclipse times. So when Sun moves into Gemini, it will be help in reorganizing, reconnecting and editing our forward motion, our plans that we had for our life. We will relook at them. We will relook at our projects, our jobs, our relationships and the plans we had for them for a future, we will relook and try to re-evaluate, do they really mean that much? Do the path we had chosen, does it really matter anymore? The relationships we had, do they really matter anymore? Are they that important in our life? And we might decide to refocus our attention, refocus our energy in a new direction and reorganize everything. The confusion, the destruction that the storms have left behind within ourselves and around us. This will be a good time to clear that debris, clean that path, clean that situation, clean your heart, and start new. Start building anew. I always say it is good. Destruction is a very good thing. When everything gets destroyed, then we have space to create something new, right? Time to reorganize your mind, your heart, and reevaluate where you can start rebuilding anew. This will be a good time to revive our old projects that we have shared. It will be a good time to reorganize our workspaces, to edit what we have written or done in our past, and to reboot our life once again, to start building anew. On June 20th, Jupiter is also going retrograde and it will remain retrograde till October 17th. It is in Aquarius, it will retrograde in Aquarius, then in the month of September it will enter Capricorn and interact with Saturn and then come back on October 17th. It will move forward and again in November it will enter the sign of Aquarius. So Jupiter and Saturn in retrograde motion during all the summer months may surprise us at how things are progressing. Some issues that we may have had anxiety about and thought it would never move forward will move forward very easily and quickly. And what we thought would grow quickly and easily, we could find obstruction and become stunted. Because when the major planets Jupiter and Saturn are in retrograde motion, we can never predict how they will react or what effect they are going to give us. Remember, all the effects will be majorly shown in the house where these planets are placed in your horoscope. Then Venus transits into Cancer on June 22nd and it will remain in Cancer till July 16th. When Venus will move out of Gemini and into Cancer, it will be a quick transit, not too long, and she moves in conjunction with the fiery Mars, who is also occupying Cancer at this time. Venus will catch up with Mars at 26 degrees of Cancer on July 12th, after which the two will travel together into Leo. So between June 22nd and August 11th, we will see this conjunction of Venus and Mars, the divine masculine and divine feminine, moving together through the signs of Cancer and Leo. They will be together, so we may expect some dance there of our masculine and feminine energies within us. Some balance or some interaction that will come within us of our masculine and feminine energies. If we have been too emotional and too triggered and too cranky and too sensitive in the last few days, or we have been too aggressive and too logical and too egoistic, we will find a balance between the two because our masculine and feminine energies will be coming together. So we should meditate a lot at this time to attain that balance and get the answers within us. Then Mercury will go direct in Taurus on June 22nd. All these retrogrades and the eclipses together with strong Rahu have surely brought up within all of us those flaws and weaknesses. All of them have been revealed within ourselves, within others, within our projects, our jobs, our relationships, what was not working for us, what was wrong there, how we were behaving in a bad way, how the other person has not been behaving fairly with us, where we have been compromising, where someone else has been compromising, and where we have been unfair, where someone else has been unfair, where we have been wrong, where our inner child is getting triggered, where our issues of abandonment, our issues of rejection have been activated, and where we are behaving out of our old childhood wounding and pains and traumas, that all may have been brought up because of the eclipse. So when Mercury move directing Taurus, it will help us get a pause there from that upheaval. This Mercury direct will help us get more peace and help us get more grounded in this very unstable and confusing environment. So it may be a very good time to assess and analyze yourself, your resources, your projects, your plans, and think about what you want in the short term and in the long term. Your goals, your dreams, reassess, reevaluate. Do they really mean something? Do they don't mean anything? What you wanted, that may have changed. What you were valued may have changed. What you didn't value may have changed. So you have been changed somewhere in this eclipse season. And now you have to reassess and reevaluate everything within your life. What you want and which direction do you want to take your life. So this will be a good time to do that. Then finally we have a full moon happening in the sign of Sagittarius on June 24 in the nakshatra Moola. This full moon is fostering an environment where our high hopes may actually play out in positive direction. Sagittarius is a sign of freedom, traveling and dharma. Currently Sagittarius is receiving a lot of positive energy and support from Jupiter and Ketu. As ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter and ruler of Moola Nakshatra is Ketu. In this full moon we will get the benefit of Jupiter and Ketu, which will help us to detach, to be free and to move forward and expand. So let us see now what the cards have to say for us for the month of June. Hello my dear Pisceans, how are you doing? Welcome to your tarot card reading. I would suggest and advise you to check out your sun, moon and risings to get a clearer picture about the energies for this month. Let us see what energy is the month of June bringing for you. What energy is the month of June bringing for you? And you have transformation. Even Capricorn got this card. A fresh new way of living emerges. So you are going through a major transformation. Pisces, there's a major change happening in your life and you will see a great change coming. You will start thinking in different ways. You will feel more different. You will probably take a different path, take a new job, change your hairstyle, do something different in your life, move in a different direction, change some city or change your job, change your location. Anything. That change could be just anything, but it could also be just internal change, getting rid of addictions, getting rid of negative toxic patterns, getting rid of negative behaviors, seeing things in a new way, seeing a relationship in a new way. It could be anything, but major transformation is happening in your life at this time. Nice. So let's see how your career and money will get affected in the month of June. How will your money and career be affected? You have the Three of Cups and you have the Temperance card. Two of Cups and Three of Cups. So both cards are emotional cards, cards of feelings, and you are the watery sign of feelings. So definitely you will meet some friends who will help you. You will get together with friends. You may collaborate with friends. You may combine your energies and alchemize. This is the card of alchemy, where two things are combining to create something new. And here you have the Three of Cups, combining, celebrating, doing something with your friends. So probably you may find the right people to collaborate, you may find the right team to work for you, you may find good people who will help you and who will teach you something, whose energies you will combine with. There will be a good synergy between you of energies and you will create something beautiful in your life at this time. And this process is divinely guided, it is divinely blessed, the angels are blessing you. You are receiving all the gifts from the universe to move forward and create something beautiful in your life at this time, and you are having the transformation card. So maybe you will combine two things in your life or two jobs or two vocations or two different energies that you have been working with, and create something third, a third energy which is very beautiful and transformative, which will bring a lot of success in your life. That could also be possible. Amazing energies. So let us see how will it affect your home and family. How will the month of June affect your home and family? And you have the Seven of Pentacles. So there's some situation in your home and family that you have been waiting for to get the results. Maybe you're waiting for a relationship to happen or someone to come back home, or you have put in some effort somewhere. Maybe you are pregnant, you're waiting for a childbirth, or you're waiting for your family to come back, or you're waiting to for yourself to go to you meet your families. It could be anything, but you're definitely waiting for to get the result of your hard work, to get the fruits of your labor. Maybe in a relationship, you're waiting for commitment, you're waiting for them to come around and understand your value and to propose or take the relationship to the next level. That could also be. So let us see what new doors are opening for you in your life. And you have the Star. Wonderful. It's a major arcana card. You have two major arcanas here. The Star is a card of Aquarius and Temperance is the card of Sagittarius. So these two signs could also be important in your life. Aquarius is all about healing, about combining, collaborating, love, destiny, expansion. So definitely a lot of healing coming into your life, luck coming into your life. You are on a lucky streak. You are moving forward. You are creating. Again, there are two water bodies here, two cups being, and here also there are two cups. So definitely you are combining two things, and I feel somewhere you are using your passion and your emotions to create something in the physical realm. If you see one of the cups, she's pouring out into the earth, and one she's pouring into her emotions. So you are bringing that balance of your groundedness and your emotions. You're grounding your emotions. Secondly, you are also using that your emotions to create something in the physical realm. She's pouring this water here in this mud, in this earth, and this earth, when water is poured, it becomes soft and it becomes ready for the seeds to be planted in it. So you are creating the background to plant the seeds to grow for your future, and this new path is opening for you at this time. So let us see what cycles will end in your life at this time. What cycles will end in the month of June for you. You have the Knight of Rods. Many people got this card in the Knight of Rods in this exact position, which is very good actually, because the Knight of Rods is a very fast moving knight who doesn't think much, who's not feeling much, who's just passionate about go forward, a hustler, and who's a very frivolous energy, very uncommitted energy, blow hot, blow cold type of energy, wishy-washy energy, in and out energy, not settled, not clear of what they want in life, not sure which direction they want to take in life, just passionate about moving forward without any direction or without any goal. So you are ending that energy where you have been just moving forward and without any commitment to any path, without any, you have just been giving your energy here and there in 10 different things. You have had your energy scattered in various different directions, various different paths, various different relationships, various different objectives, goals, but not really focused on any one. So now you will end that energy and you will focus on one goal. You will be patient and you will heal yourself. You will move forward in one particular direction and achieve success. So let us see what positive energy you will radiate at this time in the month of June. What good change it will bring within you at this time. And we have the Mystic. Rebels in intimate union with the divine love. So you may finally, you may go within, you may heal yourself. Pisceans, as it is, we say they are very emotional, very psychic, very light workers, healers, and they are very mystic any which ways. They have great intuition and great psychic abilities. So you will tap into your abilities, you will tap into your psychic intuition, and you will bring that out, and that will help you to move forward in life. You will Recognize your connection to the divine. You will see that connection. You will see how divine has been working with you. You will see how everything has worked for your benefit, how they are protecting you, how they are conveying messages to you, sending you signs and synchronicities. So now you will revel in this connection of yours with the divine and with your intuition. That's beautiful. Let's see what shadow side you need to be careful about, Pisces. And you have teacher. It says manipulating or abusing your students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. So if you have been teaching wrong things and wrong traits, being manipulating your students in the wrong direction, then you have to be careful about that. Teach them the right thing. Don't manipulate them for your own benefit to earn money or whatever reason else you may have. Don't do that. Teach them the right thing, show them the right path, and guide them in the right way. Be the correct good teacher. So let us see how the month of June will affect your love and relationships. How the month of June will affect your romance and your relationships. And you have honeymoon. Wow! Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So you may get the chance to go on a honeymoon, to travel to a different land, to with your beloved, to spend time together. You'll spend quality time with them. You will go on a holiday. You will get to know each other well and get that necessary break that you were looking for at this time. Oh my God, I wish we all could travel, isn't it, with this lockdown? We are all stuck in our houses. So wherever you are, I don't know how much you will be able to travel out, but if you can, good for you, happy for you. But if you can't, then create that honeymoon within your house. Spend quality time within your house. Create that beautiful atmosphere, the tranquility, burn candles, burn incense, aroma oils, and have fun at home. Beautiful. So let us see what messages are coming to us from Spirit. And you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So Pisces, if you feel you are always doubting yourself, you are always self-sabotaging, always feeling unsure of yourself, you feel you're not good enough, you don't know enough, you're not capable enough, then the universe is telling you you are good enough. Love yourself, be happy in yourself, be confident in yourself, don't doubt yourself. Don't let the naysayers distract you. Don't let the people around you who talk negative discourage you, or critics block you or create obstacles in your life. Don't listen to them. Do what you want to do and trust in your intuition. Go within, connect to divine. You are good enough. You don't need anyone else's advice. Let's see what the angels want to say to you. And the angels are saying, look for a sign. I think Aquarius also got the same card. So the angels are asking you to look for a sign. They will send you signs and synchronicities. And once we connect to the divine speaks to us through signs, synchronicities, sending us messages through songs, books, something on TV, hearing through some message to a stranger, or something in our mind, intuition during our meditation. They do keep sending us signs and synchronicities. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to the animals that you see. Pay attention to the songs you hear, the feathers you see. These are all signs sent from the angels. So finally, let us pull out a blessing and let's see what blessing is coming for you in the month of June. And you have a blessing for a battle that cannot be avoided. And another sign got this card. Amazingly, I have done all the 12 signs, and some of the cards have kept repeating themselves. Like this, look for a sign, you are good enough also came for another sign. This blessing of battle also came for another sign. So the cards have been repeating for certain signs. So you are going to face a battle that cannot be avoided. Maybe you have kept quiet for a very long period about certain things in your life. You have not confronted the people who are doing bad to you, doing wrong to you, being unfair to you, or you have not fought for your rights, you have not fought for justice, and now the time has come where you cannot avoid this battle. You have to speak up your truth, you have to speak up and stand up for yourself, you have to raise your voice and crush the naysayers, you have to stand up for people who are being unjust to you, you have to stand up against them. And it's not wrong, even if they are your own family. Standing up for yourself is never wrong. Fighting for the truth is never wrong. So Be ready to raise that battle. Be ready to stand up for what is right, what is true in your life, and you will succeed. The universe is supporting you. You are good enough. You can move forward and fight that battle. You will succeed. The universe is supporting you and sending you that blessing of success. Don't worry. So those were the messages for you, Pisces. I hope you liked it. If you did, do like, share, subscribe, and do leave your comments to let me know how you like the short readings. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here. Take care. Bye bye.